that was the issue of being a tennis pro that really brought it all to the fore. And she was saying back in the day they had to fade into the woodwork. I want to bring James White back again, the director of Alpha Omega Ministries via Skype. James, you've heard what we've been talking about here. You know, we're all trying to do what's good for people, right? None of us wants to harm anybody, but you still feel this approach of trying to help people transition is incorrect approach.
Well, Dr. Drew, you yourself brought up the statistics, and you're correct about those statistics in regards to the results of this kind of radical introduction of drugs and surgery. But what we're hearing here is a fundamental clash of worldviews, and that's not really what we've gotten into discussion of yet.
What's the clash?
I have to ask the question, what if Jesus was right when he said, have you not read from the beginning that God made them male and female? What if there's something really good?
James, I got to interrupt you. I have to interrupt you because I have patients that have something called an ovotesty. There's one thing together. They're hermaphrodites. I have patients that are mosaic hermaphrodites. I have people with ambiguous genitalia. What do I do with them? They're not perfect. They are messy.
I barely have a penis.
The problem, of course, with that is that we are attempting to address an entire cultural issue on the basis of, well, you know the percentages of what you just mentioned, and that's not the situation that we're talking about here.
Well, but I mean, to argue that God creates perfection is a faulty argument.
And also, Mr. White, I mean, the idea of transgender individuals and androgyny dates back far longer than Jesus Christ himself. I mean, there has been people in human civilization bending gender and actually changing their gender through crude science far before Jesus was born. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm fully respectful of your religious beliefs, but your religious beliefs don't necessarily apply to something that humanity has been doing since before the Bible was even conceived.
Right, but he's saying...
But the point, of course, is this is a worldview issue. This is a worldview issue, and we're going to have to decide what our ultimate authorities are. I'm not sure who you are referring to, but the Jesus I'm referring to rose from the dead. I think that gives him a little bit of extra authority to address this particular issue.
From right here, I got to go to our audience member who has a question. Please, go right ahead.
Hi, Dr. Drew.